Today we're going on another exciting adventure, and I'm pretty sure you can tell where we are. That's right, we are in Cairo, Egypt. We have the Pyramids of Giza right behind me, and I have wanted to come here for the longest time. And the view from my place is amazing. I am so glad I chose this. Literally waking up in the morning just to see this is awesome. But not only are we going to explore Cairo a little bit, check out the pyramids, but we also have a partner research to do, and it's called Amazon Prime Gaming. And that's how you get your hands on it. If you have an Amazon Prime account, go onto your account and you can get a code, just throw it in your game. And if you don't have an Amazon Prime account, and you know somebody who does that doesn't play Pokemon GO, get the code from them, it'll still work. And as you can see right over here, this is what you had to do in order to complete page 1, and I've already done that, and I accidentally claimed the lucky egg, but that's fine. We'll just get ourselves the raspberries and the pineapple berry. Now let's claim these final rewards right here and see what we get from them. We're gonna get an incense, we're gonna get ourselves the graveyard wig, which is really interesting. This is for both the male and the female. And then we're gonna get a Galarian mask, very cool. 408 is not the hundo, and sadly we didn't get the shiny, but it's still cool to get it. But now that we've caught this thing, let's see what we gotta do for number 2. Use 20 berries to help catch a Pokemon, catch 12 different species of Pokemon, and explore 5 kilometers. Usually explore 5 kilometers is in the middle there, but that's a good thing, because now what we're gonna do is we're gonna head over to the pyramids, see what we can do there, and from what I've heard, there's decent spawns around there, which is great. So let's just do this. Let's get out there and explore. And now we have finally made it to the Great Pyramids of Giza. I have wanted to come here literally for the longest time, ever since I was a kid. And unfortunately, it just never happened up until this point, because we had opportunities to go and then things were happening here. And then other times it was like family stuff, yada yada, so it feels good to finally see them in person. And it's just so cool. I love stuff like this, old, ancient, you know, kind of ruins. And when it comes down to Pokemon GO, it's actually pretty good right here. We've got actually quite a few Petalils and quite a few Sunflowers, and it would be insane to get ourselves, you know, something like shiny right here. So let's just do a quick check of everything, and also I'm pretty sure everything's gonna be sunny weather boosted for pretty much the entire day. Seeing that we are in a desert, but so far no shinies. All right, we got 2 more checks. You are a no, and you no, unfortunately. But there is a Pokestop right here, and I do want to spin that. We've now climbed up a little bit of the pyramid. I'm allowed to go up to this point. You can actually go a little higher than this, but you can't get to the top. That's illegal. But here's the stop, so let's spin it real quick and get that gift. Awesome. And then if we go out here, it looks like new things spawned in. We got ourselves a Cottony, and this small of can't be shiny. How about this Pumpkaboo? That'd be cool. Unfortunately not. How about Meowth? Cats were really big with Egyptian stuff, so not shiny, unfortunately. And that's pretty much all the shiny checks. If you want to see what it's like around the pyramids in terms of stops and gyms and stuff, I mean, there are a few stops here and there. There's a temple right over here that I want to check out. That's actually right behind us over there. Then I think that this is just another temple. Yeah, no, 3 small pyramids. Well, that's pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, let's keep exploring. So we've made it to the ruins over here, but I don't know exactly what they are, but luckily Pokemon GO's got us covered, so let's click on this. These pillars are in the Western Cemetery in Giza, which is the largest of the Old Kingdom cemeteries, and contains mastabas of many high-status officials of the 4th dynasty. Well, that's kind of cool. See, I like that they do stuff like that, even though there's a little bit of a typo in there, but whatever. Let's just spin this guy real quick. And spawns in the area aren't bad. They're not amazing. Don't expect to get anything too crazy here, but obviously when you're here, you're not really here to play Pokemon GO too much. You're here to look at these. Speaking of which, let's keep looking around to see what we see. We might get a shiny next to the pyramids, which would be just insane for me. And since this is like the only raid around, let's do it. I mean, it's pretty much on the pyramid. We got a Shadow Gligar. This could be a shiny Shadow, and that would be so cool to get right here. And on the upside, it's one of the few 3-star Shadows that you can solo. So let's attempt this and see what happens. And there it goes. Shadow Gligar is down. We get ourselves a 1226. It should be sunny weather boosted because it is currently very sunny here in the desert. So let's get those rewards. Did we get a rare XL? That'd be cool. No, we don't. Perfectly fine, because you know what? We're gonna get that shiny Shadow Gligar right here. Boom. Oh, no way, we did get it! In Egypt, our first Egyptian shiny is a shiny Shadow from a freaking raid at the pyramids. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already smashed that subscribe button yet, please do. We're trying to hit 200k subscribers, and every day we are getting so close to that goal. And also ignore the fact that I just used a golden raspberry on a shiny that was an insta-catch. That was just me going on autopilot. But anyways, let's take a look at this thing. A 1226 is not enough to be purifiable into a Shundo, but you know what? I don't care. This is a trophy from Egypt, and I am just so happy about it. Oh, hello. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. That is amazing. Man, this thing is huge. Look at that. Very, very interesting animal. Oh, that is so cool. We've now made it to the 3 small pyramids, and the reason why there's 3 small ones here and then we got some big ones here, these ones here specifically are for the kings. This one is for Khufu, and I believe this is the biggest one, or maybe it's that one over there, but I do believe it's this one because I just went in there a second ago and I got some pictures. It was really hot in there, by the way. Very, very hot. And then these are the 3 small ones right here, followed by this one right over here. And these are for the queens or the wives of the pharaohs. And the spawns are still pretty decent around here. Like, they're not insane, but you know, like for a good walk around the pyramid, it's not bad at all. And we've only walked around the first big one right here. Like, I want to go to that one over there that still has a little bit of its top left on it. And then there's another one even further. So let's just keep exploring. So apparently this pyramid is called the Chevron pyramid. It's the one that still has a little bit of its like top left over. Apparently, like over time, this used to all be smooth, but then over time, people just kind of like started pillaging all that smooth stone. You know, the best thing about this, even though I can't reach this stop, there's literally a sigilith right here. And I've been wanting to get an Egyptian sigilith for just the longest time. We got one in Greece. We got it at the Acropolis, I believe. Now we're literally at the pyramids here, and we have ourselves a fantastic sigilith. That is so freaking cool. Hopefully we can catch it though, because it is kind of far away. I definitely didn't need to put the camera down for 2 seconds in order to do that, but 1, 2, and 3. Good. Oh, I'm so glad that we got this in Egypt at the pyramids. This is just so cool. Is it a good one at least? It's a, yeah, that's, you know, about right. Don't care. This will be the one I keep for a while. Hopefully we'll be able to find more of them. I mean, that's the first one I've seen, and I've been here for about a day and a half now, though admittedly there is an event. And as you can see, we've now made it to the Great Sphinx. This is so cool. I've wanted to see this for a very long time. I will say that the head's actually bigger than I thought it would be when it comes down to like actually seeing it in person. When you look at pictures, it looks a lot smaller, but this thing is really impressive. And again, when it comes down to the game, there are things here for sure, you know. So far, no shiny in the wild, but of course I can't complain. We got that shiny shadow. Let's just check this. No. But you know what? We've got ourselves an instinct gem that is the Great Sphinx of Giza. We can't have that. That needs to be valorified. Much better. Nice little red halucha and a nice red gem for the Giza Sphinx. The best part is, it seems like these things don't get taken out too often, though now that I've said that, somebody's gonna come and find me and take me out. We have now just brought down a Guzzlord right next to the Great Sphinx, and it was a 1640, so admittedly, that's pretty darn good. It would be cool if it was shiny. It's not shiny, unfortunately. Perfectly fine, but I will say there's not a lot of gems around here for raids. But we did get one raid shiny again, so I really cannot complain, though that throw is just awful. Wow. I swear I'm decent at this game, just not when I'm, you know, talking to you guys. And another sigilith. Love to see it. Ooh, and a level 1 one as well. I did not know that. I really want to get a hundo of this thing, but the odds of getting that are probably extremely low. But like, it's cool to see it, you know what I mean? And I know we just had this for Go Fest and stuff like that, but I really don't care. It's really cool to get it in the place where it's supposed to be. And PvP, baby, that's actually pretty decent. Not that it's really good right now in terms of PvP, but you never know. I'm back next to the Chevron pyramid. At least hopefully I'm saying it correctly here, but I just found like the quietest spot. Nobody's trying to sell you anything. No tourists. Nobody trying to get me to ride a horse or a camel. It is peaceful over here. It's really, really nice. So nice, in fact, that we also had a rock ruff right here too. That's the reason why I came down. But hey, still worked out. Now let's see, do we get a shiny rock ruff at the pyramids? I mean, you know, they're made out of rocks. He's a rock dog. It makes sense, right? So let's do this right here, right now. It's gonna be not blue, but you know what? That's fine. We already got a blue shiny today. These pyramids offer amazing shade, especially when the sun is really high up. It is getting pretty hot right now, and it's October. Apparently this is the good time for this. Anyways, page 2 of 4 is finally done. We walked the 5 kilometers by exploring around. So let's get the dust. Let's get the revives, and of course, let's get those max potions, please. There we go. Let's see what we get for page 2 of 4. We're gonna be getting ourselves, once it loads, there we go, a Poffin. Also get ourselves some XP, and we get another encounter. I don't know if the encounters are exactly the same as the Japanese partner research, but no, this is different. That's actually kind of cool, and it's another ghost type, which fits the theme. They're trying to be all ghost-like. But a little bit ago, I did another partner research for the electric railway in Japan or something like that, and that one did end up being a dupe hider, I believe. And in the beginning, it was a Galarian Yamask. That's why I was curious. I know this isn't the hundo, but let's look at it anyways. It is going to load hopefully soon. The internet is cutting out a little over here. Oh, of course, the Mega Goku bad. Neat. And now for page 3 of 4, we have to power up a Pokemon 5 times, defeat 5 Team Go Rocket members, and then earn 2 candies while exploring with your buddy. Looks like Ramen the Magikarp's coming out. I'm gonna power up this Hundo Cofagrigus, because I mean, come on, it's literally an Egyptian in Pokemon. And if we have to power something up, it might as well be a hundo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go, and bang. And apparently at some point I had to power up a Pokemon 3 times, which I didn't see. Actually, no, I know what that is. If we scroll over here, we have this whole welcome to the party thing, even though it looks like that wasn't one of the tasks for it, so maybe I just picked it up along the way. But I can't do that right now because there's really nobody here I can party up with, but we will work on this in the future. Yeah, the hardest thing really is going to be finding the 5 members. Like, honestly, like, I know it's about to be 12, so my balloon will come in, but the amount of stops here are not a lot. So we'll see what we can do with this. And now we've made it to the 3rd major pyramid, and according to Pokemon GO, it's called the Pyramid of Mincourt. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. It's got a really cool opening on the side. When it comes down to spawns, it's about the same as all the other ones. It's got a decent amount of them. I've already checked most of this stuff and no shiny at all, but nonetheless, still cool. Let's just spin this and get the gift for sure. I'm gonna be handing these out to a lot of people. I think we can get the Sandstorm, what's it called, pavilion here. In fact, you know, we should test that right now. I think I can save 3 of mine and it should give me the first one because I don't think I have one. All right, I did 3 of them here, and as you can see, it says it's the river one. I don't know if I have that one yet. So that's great, but this isn't the Sandstorm one, which I thought it was. I guess Sandstorm's a little further in the Middle East. It is what it is. It doesn't matter. Let's catch this right here, right now. Might as well, right? This is also a fun souvenir. It's fun to say that I got it at Egypt, you know what I mean? I know this isn't a hundo, but we will check the IVs on it real quick. What are you gonna be? Yeah, it's okay. 12, 12, 14. Now let's evolve it to its final form of the river pattern. I do think this is new for me. It was all grayed out and stuff like that. Though admittedly, I don't have any of them except for the ocean one from Hawaii because I really haven't focused on these. I was kind of waiting until the shiny came out, but there we go. We got it. Cool to get it here, you know what I mean? As you can see behind me here, we have more of those small pyramids right here. And according to this Pokestop, these are also the pyramids of the queens. So I guess these queens were married to this king, and then the ones that are all the way down past even that one over there were for the other king. So that's kind of fun all in all. Still haven't seen a rocket grunt yet. I did get my balloon though, so we have one, but this is gonna be rough. We do not have a lot of stops around me. And just after you pass the Queen's Pyramids, we have the open Sahara Desert, which is crazy to see. And it's just covered in people trying to sell camel rides. I might do it a little later, not gonna lie. There is a service where you can do it where you don't have to haggle with somebody, so I'm probably gonna do that. But nonetheless, just being here alone is just so cool. Like, I mean, I've wanted to just see all of this for the longest time. And for some people, it's just a pile of rocks, but like, there's so much history here. For me, it's awesome. I'm thinking, let's pop the daily incense real quick, see what we get. Maybe we'll get a Galarian bird out here. That'd be so cool. Of course, it's gonna be a little rougher, seeing that I have to climb over a whole bunch of rocks and sand, but I'm sure we'll get a decent amount of spawns, but hopefully this one will. Well, that's not a Galarian bird. Look what I see in the distance. We have actually a rocket stop. Now, hopefully it'll stay there. Well, I'm happy to say we did make it to the rocket. We did beat it, and also I decided, you know what? Let's throw in a rocket radar, because that should count, right? And sure enough, the Khufu Pyramid has it. And luckily that's not on a time limit, so we can get over there in a second. And also, speaking of time limits, that's up. No Galarian bird, but that's perfectly fine. And it looks like Arlo's hanging out on there. I completely forgot what he has. I haven't fought a leader in so long, but this should be pretty simple. Well, I'm happy to say Arlo did count. He is a member, so this did work. But did we get a shiny shadow again? No, we didn't. 273 as well, not very good. You want it to be in the very low 300s, but it doesn't matter. Now, sadly, we do have to head out from the pyramids because there's something I need to take care of. But first, I want to show you what happened at the very beginning of our Egyptian adventure, literally like 5 minutes actually in the country. I've just arrived in Egypt, and look what we got, a level 1 Galarian bird. Part of me really wants to use a Master Ball on this, but you know what? I'm thinking, let's just throw it. Let's just go for it, see what happens. We got a great curveball throw. It could be good. You never know, but 1, 2, yes, let's go. First thing I catch in Egypt, and it's a level 1 Galarian bird. That is amazing, and it doesn't matter, it's from Egypt. That is so amazing. Yeah, a level 1 Galarian bird. That is so cool. The first catch in all of Egypt. But of course, when there's a lot of good, there has to be some bad too. So I went to an ATM a little bit later to pull out some cash because this country very heavily relies on cash. And of course, I put my card in, I do all the things, and then the ATM crashes and then eats my debit card. So I need to head to the hotel now because they're gonna take me to that gas station because apparently they're gonna be able to get it out. We'll see what happens there. I've already turned it off, so it's not like anybody could take my money if they were to get it out, but we'll see what happens. And hopefully along the way, we'll do those last rockets we need to do. Well, unfortunately, I still don't have my card yet. We went all the way to the gas station where the ATM ate my card, and then they said we should go to the bank, which was also another like 30-minute drive away. On the upside, I got to see a lot more of Cairo than I probably would have just doing some touristy stuff, and for me, I kind of like that. You know, I like going off the beaten path, and it's very interesting seeing like a lot of the old Cairo Cairo and a lot of the new stuff that they're building, how they're like, you know, trying to build stuff up, but then also just seeing all the old stuff. But it's looking like now I have to go back to that bank tomorrow at around 12 p.m. and hope that they manage to get my card out of that ATM. And if they didn't, then it is what it is, and I'm just gonna have to cancel the card. But on a minor upside, the driver I was with took me to a place to get koshari, I believe it's what it's called. It's an Egyptian pasta dish, and it was really good. Not gonna lie, it was fantastic, actually. I really wish we had something like that in the States. It's pasta with ground, I wanna say beef, and they also had fried onions on top of it, plus some sort of Egyptian bean thing. All blended together, it was delicious. And it also really worked out because we were able to complete this. I did enough rocket grunts, so happy about that. Let's claim the great balls, let's claim the ultra balls, and then we're gonna claim those beautiful golden raspberries. And then we will see what these final encounters are gonna be for page 3. We're gonna get a egg incubator, we're gonna get even more XP, and then an encounter with a Pokemon, and it is a Kecleon. Okay, so probably the same old research. I guess they just flipped it out. I mean, admittedly, we did have Dewpider for, what was it, Osaka and stuff like that, and this one is the American event where we also had New York, so I guess that makes sense why Golett was in there. I don't think this is good. Yeah, not really good. And then page 4 is done, so let's just claim all of these lovely stickers. And I'm actually really curious what this last thing's gonna be. Is it gonna be another Oricorio? I mean, it would be neat to get an Oricorio that's not from here, and I would be glad to get the American one. So, oh, the island one. I'll take that too. This is now an Islander Egyptian bird. Like, I'm down with that. Like, it's fun, you know what I mean? Like, I think the one I wouldn't want to get is the red one, the fire one. I think that one shows up here. And you actually just got out of that ball, huh? Come on, stay in there this time. There we go. We got it. Perfect. Now, hopefully, it's a good one. I would love to get a hundo of this thing, so unfortunately not, but you know what? Doesn't matter. Literally got the Islander bird in the middle of Egypt. The island bird in the middle of the freaking desert. But now that we're done with all that, we're wrapping up the video here. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video. Again, we are trying to hit 200,000 subscribers. And let me know in the comments down below, have you ever had one of your debit or credit cards eaten by an ATM? And if you're really enjoying the content and you want to see even more of it, I highly suggest this video over here. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.